Not too hot today. It's only 99, so we can get a walk in. Today, I want to talk about, do you need 1 million subscribers to make YouTube your full-time job? Does it take 1 million subscribers to make money on YouTube? You can make money on YouTube with 100 subscribers, especially if they're well-qualified subscribers. But what is qualified? What does that mean? It means people that are well defined as being interested in whatever you're talking about. So for example, if you're selling a cooking course, selling a recipe book, things like that, you want to make sure the people that are actually watching your channel are interested in those things. Because it's views for the sake of views, subs for the sake of subs. Doesn't really pay off the same way. So, really, if you have 100 well-engaged, well-defined subscribers, you're good. You still make money. You don't need 1 million subs, especially in this game now. YouTube is pushing a lot of small content from small channels with barely any subscribers out into the algorithm, mainly because it fits the niche that people are watching. So for example, if you do a podcast about wrestling, sports, entertainment, you might get pushed into the algorithm for people that are already engaging popular podcasts. So if you talk about something that's similar to what Joe Rogan talks about, maybe you get put into the algorithm for people that engage Joe Rogan. I've been seeing this quite often. I mean, I spend probably 8 to 12 hours a day studying YouTube, and you do see quite a few small channels getting put out into the stratosphere, picking up some views, picking up some subscribers that way. Are these people making money? That's up to you to decide. The vast majority of people think you make money on YouTube by using YouTube's partner program to get ad revenue. You should really treat that as a bonus check. That's your bonus check. So if you're getting money off commercials shown on your YouTube channel, YouTube ads, just consider that a bonus. That's not the lion's share of how you should be generating income on YouTube. The way I would recommend generating YouTube income is off-site offers. Typically, if you got a website, you have 30 boiled eggs today. Oof. Should have did a video about that, Ray. Sorry to hear about your hamster, pal. You know, back in the day, they had the hamster dance. It's a very viral sensation. I'm not sure how they monetized it. Probably back then they had pop-up ads. In the late 90s. Probably too young for that, Ray. But yeah, maybe go easy on those hard-boiled eggs next time, man. One of the things I'll also point out about YouTube is the lowest effort of creation on YouTube are YouTube comments. But people can actually come into their own on YouTube comments, trolling, making snide remarks or intelligent remarks, anything that gets people's attention. That's one path you can do. I mean, I guess that would be a good path for people that don't like to get on camera, camera shy. You jump in the comments and kind of just drum up interest there. It's actually not a bad idea for channels to jump into the comments sometimes if you want to promote your stuff. You can do it a little bit thinly veiled though. You don't want to go full bore and be like, hey, come check out my channel. You're gonna get flagged. You're gonna get flagged. And what's the old saying? You catch more bees with honey, or catch more flies with honey than vinegar, something like that. So you go on some of these YouTube channels, maybe play to the ego of the host. See, now if Ray here came in here and said he loves my videos, but he can't seem to understand how to just work this YouTube thing, you know, that's gonna placate my ego to a degree. I'll probably be inclined to take a look at old Ray's channel, see what he's doing right, see what he's doing wrong, and offer some free advice that people typically pay me my living wage for. That's one way you can do it. If you're interested in starting up a channel that's going to get a little bit of traction, maybe make some money with it. You find creators that you believe are doing it right, you can jump in the comments and stroke that ego a little bit. They'll probably give you some good advice. They'll probably at least send their channel manager to take a look at your channel. And that's how you kind of stand out from the vast sea of comments that are usually on YouTube videos. Say something original, like you ate 30 boiled eggs, you killed your hamster with your flatulence. That stands out, right? Because I just did about 2 minutes talking about it. Not a bad strategy. Not a bad strategy. I often see a lot of people on YouTube try to replicate the content of others, whether it be like a Mr. Beast, different sports influencers. Problem with that is, if you're trying to sell yourself in terms of maybe a coaching product, some personal brand products, if you're trying to sell yourself and you're imitating other creators, it's kind of like going to see a cover band, you know? Are you going to go see, I don't want to date myself here, I probably got some younger people watching. You want to go see the Rolling Stones? Or do you want to go see the Stones Rolling cover band? Probably going to want to see the real Stones. Though in this day and age, with the Stones in their 80s, maybe you do want to go see that cover band. Point of that is, imitation is not going to move the needle in terms of sales. You got to separate yourself. A lot of the people that watch this channel are wrestling fans, and I was a wrestling fan when I was a kid. Probably the best wrestling podcast you could listen to is 83 Weeks with Eric Bischoff. I forgot what his business podcast was called. Strictly Business, that's what it was called. Yeah, Eric definitely broke it down on how he gave WWE run for their money in the 90s. But he did it by being different. He didn't try to go head to head on the things that WWE are strong on. He did it by being different. So not better than, different than. That's a good strategy on YouTube. And if you listen to some of these YouTube gurus, Alex Hormozi, they suggest smaller operations, like my operation, do the unscalable. And what does that mean if you're not in business? Do the little things that big companies can't do. So what does that mean? If you have a problem with your Facebook account and you call up Meta, are you going to talk to Mark Zuckerberg? Probably not, right? So if you're a small operation, giving that well-curated, well-nurtured customer support on an individual basis at your inception, something that can make you stand out from others maybe offering the same products or services that you are. And also, that goes into YouTube as well, because if you reply to your comments on your YouTube channel, you're going to be doing something that the big creators don't often do. Your Mr. Beasts, all the guys you know and love. You don't think Joe Rogan's going to be in there replying to comments, right? If you do that, definitely work to your advantage. That's what I mean when I say do the unscalable. That's what Hormozi says when he means. That's what Hormozi means when he says do the unscalable. Oh, it's hot. That hill is getting a little steeper in this heat, man. But those are my thoughts on YouTube for today. Appreciate anyone who checked this out. And we'll talk to you next time. Video SEO Club.